he had he did how to.
This was once he was in Algiers. He's trained a paratroop. What else?
He was he was doing the what's the name of it? Kad uzmeš jedrilicu, pa onda voziš znaš šta je jedrilica?
Sailboat.
Ja, jedrilica, morali su i to da nauče jer negde mogu da padne u more ili negde, pa mora da ima jedrilica dođe po njih da ih vodi nekada i to se desi. Morao je da nauči jedrilicu. He said everything was fine except he just couldn't get it in Luka.
Into what?
To get in, to park it. He just couldn't get it. And then, he had to do different things, like spy stuff, and to learn how to spy, to do things. And
this was when he was in Algiers.
Yeah.
All right, so let me back up. I'm sorry, we got to cover all that stuff. I apologize. I don't know what happened. So backing up, so it starts off when the bombing starts, the general called them into
stand in the
line and ask for volunteers to go fight to fly and fight the Germans. Everyone refused except two of them.
No, they didn't refuse. They were supposed to volunteer.
And no one volunteered.
Nobody volunteered
except Dad and one other
another guy, one a friend of his. Only two of them. All of those old people that had ordenje, generals and all. Nobody wanted to fly. But those two guys didn't. But anyway, they went flying, and they were, I don't know, they were either fell down, I'm not quite sure. I can't tell. I don't want to say.
They went up to flight, but you don't know what happened was a result of it.
I can't remember what it was. But anyway, what happened then they told him who wants to go to fight for the country to leave the country and go. There's they can get out the way they find it into Algiers, and there's going to be the government has moved into the Algiers. So what happened? They did move. Dad did, and another guy. I don't know if he was in the academy. He was not I don't know. I don't think he was a pilot. But he was just because that kind of talked to him like he was, Anyway, so he went on the boat, turned around, and there's this guy on the boat, not a boat, but that freight
ship.
Yeah. And that boat was going to Greece, so they were going to go on they got on that boat, on that freight. And then they got into the Greece, but while they were on that boat, on that thing, the Germans spotted them and started bombing and using the machine guns on that. So they had those Stuka, like they go like this. And anyway, and this guy was following him, and he said, and wherever they were bombing one part of the ship, so Dad runs to the other part, and the guy runs after him. And Dad said, "Well, they're gonna see us if we're gonna be together. We'd better be off. Why do you stop? Because then they're not gonna get you. So I'm gonna get going with you."
You don't remember why he said? Is that in the book?
Yeah, the book is really funny. It's
Lepa.
Huh? Lepina Mama. She says she never read more interesting and nicely wrote book. It was poetic.
So they got to Greece, and then did they go from there to Algiers?
And then they got somewhere some car that nobody was stuck on the road. So they took during the war. That's what they used to do. If they stuck and they left it. And the guy who was with him, he said, "I can fix the car. I know about the cars. I can fix the car, but I need little hole. So he was trying to explain to Greek people in Serbian, but he didn't know Greek, so he was trying to. Anyway, so they got to Greece, to Algiers.
So let me ask you, you're probably not going to remember this. I remember him telling me he was at the Battle of Tobruk, but I don't remember where that figures into this, whether it's after he got to Algiers or whether it's on
Tobruk?
I think it's in Algeria. It's a famous battle, and only 4 people came out that weren't killed or captured, and Dad was one of them.
I don't know. But anyway, so when he got there, he was young at the time. So he went into training he did parachute before, but he did parachuting now, with all the modern things. We get just old stuff. The modern, parachute, he went, trained how to talk to people, to find out how to be a spy, how to find out
undercover.
How to figure out things and how to
relay information.
And Jovica Trbojević, he was a nephew or something of Nikola Tesla.
Uh-huh.
But he never said that. He never wanted to ride on his name. People didn't know that he was his close relative. His mother and Nikola Tesla's mother, I think, or Nikola Tesla,
It was probably Nikola Tesla's mother and Jovica's grandmother, age-wise.
No,
Jovica was a lot younger.
No, so they were. No, he was that cousin of his, something nephew, something very close. But anyway, so Jovica at that time was very, very young. He was very young, and he spoke very good all 5 languages, excellent.
His father was a diplomat too, wasn't he?
I don't know. But he comes from a very good family. He played piano, unbelievable, Tata said. All the classics and everything. He was a very, very smart man, but he liked it.
Great. Okay. So they trained them for spion.
And so, možeš da kažeš kako ovaj čovjek što je bio na televiziji.
He's trained like Duško Popov.
Nobody knows who's Duško Popov.
A lot of people know who he is. He's kind of not famous, but he's better known now. A lot of people know.
But he would know by the
James
TV
Bond.
I think he was James Bond, yeah.
That was much later.
Okay. So they were not the only ones training for that, but there were quite a few of them trained. So what happened, they have then from that group of people that were trained, za špijunažu i za sve, they have picked only 2 people. They were going to Draža Mihailović in the mountains, someplace, who was fighting Germans and communists at the same time.
And Ustashi. No, Draža wasn't fighting Ustashi.
A to je Draža.
He wasn't fighting Ustashi because that was
well,
other Chetniks.
Ustashi used to attack the Chetniks, and
right.
people. But so then they would protect people. Yes, they would fight. But they didn't go only for them, they were just... But anyway, so what happened, they picked them, 2 of them, so they went on...
Him and Trbojević?
Yeah, and Tata was carrying the radio station for the vrhovnik,
radio pack.
Vrhovni štab.
In Algiers?
No, in Serbia, za Dražu.
He was carrying a radio pack to give to him?
Yes.
Okay.
So he carried that, and they said they're going to put it together with him on the same parachute. And I said, what's his name was? Jonović. Jonović said, no, I'm not allowing him to go if you do the English. Dad was